Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. I'm just gonna set that combine going right there so that he can carry on and just finish off the very last of the corn harvest here before he starts down there into the canola harvest that we've got going down the bottom. Our plough up this end is doing an absolutely wonderful job and is now doing long runs from one end of the field to the other without any trouble whatsoever. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to stop this bad boy. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to let it carry on because I suspect that we are going to have some little bits kind of left on the edge of the field. So I will let it go, just keep working right the way down across the field, and then we will finish up all the little extra bits at the end when we've got some time to actually deal with it. So we won't worry about that just yet. You over here, you are just about full, so I will run this one back down to the farm and we will tip this one out. That's 2 full trailers that we've had, plus we had a little bit of grain that was already in storage anyway. If we go and have a look in here, that tractor is going faster and faster and faster. Let's stop you right there. We've got 49,000 litres at the moment in storage, which, let's be honest, is not very much. We could do with quite a bit more. I got 32,000 litres here, and then there's going to be a little bit more left from the harvest there, which means that we are nowhere near enough corn to be able to properly finish everything that we want finished, which means that we are definitely going to need another round of corn in our next harvest. Now, I'm not going to do it in our next harvest. As I've already said, our next harvest is going to be wheat, well, it's going to be wheat in this field here, and it's going to be canola up on that field up there. And then after we've done that, then we will worry about getting some, you know, I think that trailer can probably stay there. After we've done wheat and canola in here, we will end up doing another round of corn in this field. And we will do barley down in that field, and I think that will actually be enough. I don't think we're going to need to do any more than that. I think that will be everything that we need to completely finish all that we've got down here. So let's just spin this one around here. There's a little tiny bit there. There is a bit up the hill over there, which I suppose I could go and get. And then we've got a little line over there, just one last bit to go and collect as well. There was a couple of litres. Now go and get this bit up here. We can race up the hill and we can go and get. So we're on 3963 in our tank at the moment. That didn't harvest anything. Let's try that again. There, 3960. Oh, we got a whole litre of corn from that bit right there. A whole litre, which is actually a surprising amount when you think about it. Right, now we'll go racing back up this end, and we will get this little bit right here. And I reckon we will fit all of it into one tank. So all I need to do is just set the hired help running on there, and it will run up across the field, and then it will turn around and run back again. Just sort of finish that bit off, and then job's a good one, and it's all finished. You are gonna probably take the rest of the week doing the ploughing, but that's fine. We've got other things that we can deal with. So this tractor right here, if I bring this one just sort of about here and park it up, you know what, I don't actually need to park that one up at all. So what we will do, while that combine is busy, because I'm not going to be putting the corn in the combine into this trailer, I'm just going to bring the trailer over to here, and I'm going to start the total mixed ration going into the trailer. We'll fill this one up, and then we'll take one load over there and tip that into the cattle pen up there. And that's an extra little bit that we've got in for the cattle. If we have a look in here, it's definitely using this up slower than it's using up that over there. I don't remember the exact numbers from last time, but it is like we've shown now that that is using at a slower rate. We're getting 24 pigs per day at this current rate. That's only going to speed up as we get towards our target of 300. Cows in here, we've got 7 left to go. In a half an hour's time, we'll only have 6 left to go to completely fill this up. It's not going to be difficult to fill that one up completely and keep it full. The sheep are building back up towards 250 sheep. We've already had 250. We sold 25 of them and made a little bit of extra cash, and now we're letting them build back up again. We probably won't sell another 25. I don't think we're going to need to. At the moment, according to all of our calculations, we're going to be doing 2 more harvests. Well, yeah, 2 more. After the one that we're doing right now. We are going to need 2 because we don't have enough corn coming off of this particular harvest right now to be able to completely fill up the pigs once they have bred themselves up to maximum capacity. So by the time we've done 2 more harvests, we should have earned enough money to pay off the remaining 300,000 in loan. We're on 248. You know what? I'm just gonna pay off right now. Backspace is the button we got to press. So I'm gonna pay off 100,000 right now. Wait, I've just paid off 150,000. You know what? I'm gonna pay off 200,000. Yeah, I got a little bit carried away. Right, 200,000, so that takes us down to $48,000 in our bank account, and we've got $100,000 left on our loan outstanding. That's everything else has been taken care of. Cows have now got some food. I'll go over here and do that again. We'll do another load of food in for the cows. We are going to want hay being brought over for making up some more of this in a bit. We've got 146,000 litres left in there. And eventually we're going to want some hay. Why did you stop? Just out of curiosity, why did you stop? You haven't actually finished. Seems a very unusual thing to do. I swear sometimes these hired help, like, they look at their job and they think, you know what? I don't like being employed. I don't like employment. I like the idea of not being able to pay my bills. I like the idea of not being able to buy food. I like the idea of my children going hungry, which is exactly what's going to happen if you don't buck your ideas up. Anyway, calm. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. There is nothing to see here. Everything is fine. Everybody's happy. Everything is calm. Right, you are now actually finished, remarkably, and we're going to go running along this way. So our combine is absolutely lagged in filth. I'm just wondering if I should wash the combine before No, I'm not going to. It's not the time to be washing the combine at the moment. We will unhitch the header over there by the pressure washer. See, this is why I was wondering whether I should wash the combine. I could go and wash the header at the same time. Wash, repair, put it all away before I start the next harvest. It would certainly make life a little bit easier for us if I was to do it that way round. Maybe I will try that. I need to empty out this corn first, and we'll see how much we've got. We're not, like I said, we're not going to have enough. I mean, if we did have enough, that would be nothing short of a miracle, but I can't see it, really, not with the numbers that we've got everywhere. Then I will jump back over to this tractor, take you back up round to the cattle at the top, empty you out. There's another load of food gone in for the cows. And then I can get that combine. I'll put the header up there by the pressure washer so that it can be washed off later. I want to get that combine moving. I want to get a move on with that. We want to get a shifty on. So you can start tipping out there, and then you down here. We've done that. Close that one. Let's get you into the canola field over there. And get you started. We won't worry about putting this header away. We won't worry about any of that. We will just get you over here, get it unhitched, and then race back over, get the new header on, and get started on this harvest. We've got a lot of work still to do. We'd like to finish the harvest this week if we can. It would be great if we could at least achieve that target. So I'll leave that header right there. Back you out round, and there's no way that the repair of the combine will have gotten so bad that Well, no, I can see that right there from the little thing on the spanner. So we don't have to worry about the repair on the combine. That's not deteriorated at all in any way. That's absolutely fine. And because we got time ticking by at 5 times speed as well, and I can't start doing any planting until I have... Let's just bring you in onto there. I can't start doing any planting until I've got the field up there ploughed and spread with... I want to spread it with fertilizer as well. I didn't spread with fertilizer to start with because I wanted to finish the combining. Although I'm thinking if I go over now and spread with fertilizer, I could then go and start planting afterwards. I could get in there and get going to planting. I need to do a round or two around with the plough, just to, like, tidy up the edges before we start planting, I guess. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that just yet. I want to go here, and I want to change that one. I want to change it to that way round, and then I want to go right. Off you trots. Got the new header on. Oh, not the new header. It's now the right header. That's not the new header. We've used this header once already, haven't we? I think we have, haven't we? Yeah, honestly, I'm sure we've used this header already. I'm absolutely certain that we have already done some combining with this one. But there we go. We're now harvesting canola with it, and this is actually looking pretty good. He's looking pretty grubby at this point. He's done a lot of work, but he is looking pretty good. Well, this one is racing down across the field here. We can go back up here just to check on you. You're doing fine. You're doing an absolutely wonderful job. And I want to go to you. So I've put 2 loads in for the cows now. So let's have a look at them. If we look in there, we've now had our next animal. So we've got 6 left to go. We've got probably 3 more trailer loads that we can put in there. And then that will be all of the food used up. So I do need to go and get some hay and put into the feeder. I'm thinking I'm going to use the auto load on the trailer for doing that, rather than bringing over a few bales at a time, as it's quite a tedious process doing that. So I'm going to bring you to here. I'm just going to park you there so that you're ready and waiting for the combine when it comes up round. I'm then going to go down to you. This is going to be the interesting bit just here. What are you going to do with that sign? You're just going to go right through it and ignore it? You are indeed. Like the other vehicles, they go up to that and then they sort of go round it. Because the combine ignores objects with the AI vehicle extension and is only focused on the edge of the field, it just drives right through it. Which makes life a lot easier for everybody involved, really. You know, it's fortunate that we do have that fence there. That's all I can say. I think it's rather fortunate that we have that fence there and this tractor is not getting otherwise trapped by it. But I do think that we need to start planting soon, or we're going to be I suppose it doesn't actually matter if we go right through the night before we start planting. It's not going to have any adverse effect on anything that we're doing, I don't believe. So I think that will be fine. But no, what I want to do is I want this one right here. And I can, I believe, tow the trailer on the back of the weight. Although I don't need to do that. I can just bring the weight back over here. I'll put the weight over here. That one back to there like that. And lower it down. And leave that weight right there. And then I'll go and get this trailer. We'll hook that one on. We'll switch it over to square bales. So that we're making those. There we go. And then we'll run over here. So you are on pallets at the moment. So I want to go to here. And then I want to select a different load. Large square bales right there. That's the one that I'm after. And then I can run over to the bales of hay. And I'll do a full trailer load of hay on here. I'm still going to have enough hay for keeping the sheep. Even after taking a full trailer load from this great big stack that we've got over here. So we've got no problems with that. There'll be no issues there. Not going to be running out of anything. So I'll pick up that lot right there. And then we come in like this. And there's the last of it. Right. Now if I come back over there, just stop right there like that, and then unload those and strap them onto the trailer like that. Then I can pull them on round, and we just missed those bales. That's fine, right there. I've got 6 bales left over here. I'm wondering if I should have taken some of those. We've got plenty of silage in the feeder in the middle. You know, I'm not going to take any at the moment. I'm not going to try and grab any of those just yet. We have got some straw in the machine in the middle. Our next harvest, that will get us some more straw. So we'll have a bit more stuff there that we can do. Combine's about to come up round. It's on 60% at the minute. I think we will... Actually, I don't need to worry about that at the moment. It's just whether or not our tractor is going to be in the way of him doing his turning. He is going to need some help getting around the stone bottom corner in a minute. Right, the tractor's not in the way. So the only thing that we're going to have in the way is... Actually, that tractor might be in the way of us right here doing this. I've got 96,000 litres of straw in this one. He's not picking up the hay, the rest of the hay that I've got right there. I don't know why it's not picking up that hay. There, it's picked it up. Yeah, it's because of the way that it sort of picks things up on here. Right, I need to very quickly jump over to that combine. Oops, I went too far. There we go. And it's not quite gone far enough to get round that corner. So I need to bring him here and then start it again like that. Just straighten him out ever so slightly, and then he'll go on round just that little bit further and push on through. He should be able to do the rest of it without getting stuck. At least that's what I'm hoping. Yes. Right, you can do the rest of it without getting stuck there. You are still safe because we've got the fence there. Despite the fact that you are coming down and actually hitting the fence, you're not crashing into anything, which is good. You right here, I'm going to take you over to that side, and I'll start unloading our first load from the combine. And as soon as I've done that, I can come back round and finish unloading the hay there into the mixed feeder in the middle. That's going to allow that one to keep running. And I haven't really got anything else that I need to worry about. Not at the moment. 235 sheep in there. 194 cows. So we're getting later in the day. We are going to end up having to skip the night before we start planting, because we're not going to have time to do all of our planting tonight. I've just literally gone up to pig number 179. So we've got 120 pigs to go. I'm wondering if we might just have enough corn here. 86,000 litres. Yeah, probably not. I'm thinking most likely we don't have enough corn, but it's pretty close. It is pretty close. Unfortunately, we don't have enough wheat or protein crop to be able to finish it. So I'm going to have to do something anyway, unless I get enough protein crop from this harvest right now. Although, I'll be honest, that seems unlikely. I don't think that I'm going to get enough protein crop from what I've got right here to be able to properly finish this. And because I'm not going to have enough protein crop just from this bit here, I'm sort of thinking that, yeah, it means that I've got to wait a bit longer, which means that we're not going to have enough corn to be able to sort of finish everything. I don't know. There is the distinct possibility that if we've got just enough corn, we may be able to do this with just one harvest. It does depend on the whole protein crop situation, though. Because let's have a look at this, right? Protein crop, we've got nothing here at all. And if you look into the pigs, we're already running low. We need to be able to fill them up. You've got to fill them up to the same level. They all fill up to the same number. Even potatoes and sugar beet. Whereas you use the corn in 10 days, potatoes and sugar beet last about 150 days, or whatever it might be. You fill them up once, and you've essentially never got to fill them up again. It just lasts almost indefinitely once you've filled up the potatoes and sugar beet once. It just lasts forever, just about. And that's kind of a cool thing about it, is it means that you're not spending absolutely ages doing lots and lots of root crop harvests. Because let's be honest, some people enjoy doing root crop harvests, but it's not everybody's cup of tea, is it? Let's be honest now. The root crop thing is definitely not everybody's cup of tea. There are lots and lots of people who just don't enjoy doing the whole root crop thing. So I'm going to bring you along this way like this, and we're going to carry on up through here like this. You're fairly steady there at the minute. There we go. Let's just bring you in on round like that. I want to empty this combine out completely before I stop and park this trailer up. But I got to do this most carefully. I'm also moving a lot faster than the combine. I'm not, actually. I'm moving exactly the same speed, but because I'm on the inside track, the combine is taking a lot longer to travel that distance. That's all it is. It's because I'm on the inside track. Let's just pull that one out over there. And, right, that'll do. There, we've emptied that combine out. 11,000 litres of canola on me already. That'll be enough to... See, all of that is going to just go straight in for the pigs. I'm not actually going to end up using it. It's just going to go straight in for the pigs and be done with. Why are you doing a big long line like that? There's only one way to really properly look, and that's to use the landscaping feature. Why did you do that? You turned around and you went there, and then you came over here and you did a line. Which is a very, very weird, peculiar thing to go and do, and I don't know why you did it. But what I am going to do here a minute is I'm going to go and I'm going to manually just fill this line up here, because everywhere else on the field we have actually sort of filled in all the spaces that I want to fill in. So if I go and do this bit up through here, all the way round the rest of the field, everything so far has been ploughed, like it should be. Which means that I could start planting soon. I'm going to wait until morning. I'm going to leave it ticking on its 5 times speed. Although, see, the reason that I... If I start right now, then we could do the planting and get that finished tonight before we got to go and sleep the night, which means that then we sort of save ourselves 12 hours of time ticking through, which is 12 hours of food that the pigs are eating. As this is what it all boils down to, is how much food the pigs are consuming. And once I start planting, timescale goes on to 1 time speed and it stays there. But I can't start planting until I've gone and put fertilizer across the entire field. I'd like to do that first. Although I could do that afterwards. I could do the planting first, and then we could do 1 lot of fertilizer, and then we can wait until we've had a growth stage, and then we can do another lot of fertilizer after that. I don't see any real benefit to that. So no, we will end up waiting until morning before we start doing our actual planting. But there is no reason that I can't get a fertilizer spinner up here and start spreading fertilizer across his field now. That we could do. Let's bring you down in here and just make sure that I am ploughing a full line down through and it's not leaving any bits either side. No, that's gathering all of that, so we can keep going here, and that means I can just very quickly finish what I was doing here with these bales a minute. The combine and what's going on in that field, we can just leave that one alone for a bit. We don't need to worry about it. I just need to bring this one in here, make sure that we're up against this side fairly tight, like that. There we go. Bring those bales in there, and then bring you back round over here like this. So the combine has now done twice around the field. I'm going to let it do once more around the field before I switch it over to moving up and down in straight lines. And then we will allow it to carry on and do anything that it needs to do. And I'll bring that last lot into there. So we have now got 186,000 litres of hay in here. We've got 92,000 litres of straw in here. I'm going to go and get the 3 stacks of square bales that we've got left over this side. I'll load those in and I'll bring those down and dump them in. And that'll be the last of it. I won't do any more of them. I don't think we're going to need any more straw going into that machine. And then I've got some round bales there for putting... Oh, it's only 2 stacks. 2 stacks of straw in here. Very much at all. Right, well, we'll put those in there like that. And then I'll run them back round up here. We could actually put them on with the straps a second, so we could do that. Let's just do that and that like that. And I will run over. So we've got another 48,000 litres of straw right here that we can go and dump into that machine there, which is definitely then going to take care of all of our total mixed ration needs that we will have before we finish this series. We will not need to put anything more in other than this little bit right here. So we put in 24,000 litres of straw right there. And then we spin on round and we do the same on this side. I was talking last week about whether or not we should have a loan in the new series and how we should do that. And unanimously, everybody said no loan in the next series. When are you really, realistically going to have someone who's got nothing to his name, doesn't have 2 pennies to rub together, and has $500,000 in loan? If you're going to go bankrupt, you go bankrupt. That eliminates all of your old loans. So it wouldn't happen either. And if you've not got a whole load of machinery to sort of show, then yeah, what exactly is the story behind it? It was an odd story that we had here. And it was basically, we'd sort of nearly gone bankrupt and we'd ended up with a whole load of big loans. So, no, there won't be a loan in the next series. As a lot of people said, no, it doesn't really fit. It doesn't make sense to have a big loan. It is kind of a... that is sort of the most nonsensical bit about what I've done in this series, was having that huge loan to start with. Although I said that actually the huge loan was for the patch of land that we started off with. We started off with that patch of land, and that's what the huge loan was for. Whether or not that was a believable kind of thing or not, I don't know. But that's what we had anyway, and that's what we worked through. But you all said no, there shouldn't be any loan in the next series. We should start off with nothing, but also start off with no loan as well, and that would then make a lot more sense. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have no loans, and we're not going to have anything else either. So it's just going to be us versus the world. But we're not going to be saddled with loads and loads of debt either. We're just starting from scratch. But we're not going to have loads of debt. We're just going to build ourselves up from nothing. We won't be taking loan out, though. Because that was another thing, was whether or not I'd be taking any loan out. But no, I won't be. And a lot of people do like the idea of me sticking with my no leasing idea. And that I should do that in the next series as well. No leasing involved, unless it's just for the contracts, because we are going to be doing contracts. So we're working for other people to start with, so we will be doing that. But yeah, the whole no leasing thing, we'll stick with that idea. No leasing involved, but this time round, we're not going to have any loan. So we're not going to be saddled with loads and loads of debt either. So that should sort of keep everybody a little bit happy. So let's bring you on round over here and just wait for that combine to go round his little circuit right there. And then as soon as he's done that, I can finish unloading the grain that he's got in him. That gives us 16,500 litres of canola so far. With what we've got on board, by the time we've sort of followed him around the field a little bit, we should be pushing for close to 20,000 litres of canola in the trailer right here. And tempted to just go and tip that straight out for the pigs right now. Let's pull in a little bit tighter. There we go. Right, get that lot unloaded there, and then I'm gonna run it straight over the pigs, and we'll tip it in for them. And then they've got a little bit of food there just to keep them going for a minute. I mean, they have got enough food. It's not like they've run out or anything. And I'm just gonna have to stop right there. Let the combine go round the big inner circle, the big outer circle part, while I go on the inner circle. I'm still going to end up beating him. Go on, we can do this. We can make the transfer. I've just got to see if I go too close. If I drift in too close to the crop whilst trying to push my trailer in towards the combine, what's going to happen is that the combine is going to stop. See, I've already gone past him. I've already gone rushing past him at this point, and it's wasted. There, it went out onto the ground. 21,800, 21,800. Right, I'm going to take this over, and I'm going to go and put this into the pigs. That's it. We've done it. We've got a little bit of grain going in here, but I think from this field, we're not going to have anything left to go into storage at all. There's just not going to be enough. So we're going to need to do a lot more canola. Well, we have got a lot more canola coming. We're going to be doing the big field with canola this time round. So let's go and have a look in here on 180 pigs. And the soybeans right in there. We're not going to fill that bar up just from this field. There is not any, we're not even close to filling that bar up just from this field. That is going to need a lot more protein crop. A lot more protein crop. Right. It's a bit unfortunate that. I am beginning to question if we're going to end up with enough protein crop here overall. Like, are we going to actually have enough? I do want to very quickly go down to here, and I want to change that one over there, up, down, straight like a normal worker. That onto there. Is he going to be able to do straight like a normal worker when he comes back up through and actually keep it on straight lines? I don't know. We will see in a minute. How are we doing over here? We're almost below the stone, so I want to go back over and do like the short runs up there in a minute, but not yet. We've got a few more passes that we've got to do on the field. He's coming along quite nicely. Now that we've got him working at doing a full working width, like he does get through the ploughing at a reasonable rate. He does seem to get through it. He's got a lot of ploughing that he's done, but he's also got a lot more still to go. Right, well, we need to worry about that one. Well, we don't need to worry about that one. We've got all sorts of things that we need to worry about still, though. Lots and lots of work all over the place. But I've run out of time for today's episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please hit down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Fritka. Goodbye, and see you later.